Today we will be diving into the importance of accountability and why the US should hold countries that kidnap, illegally detain, and torture innocent Americans accountable for their actions. We are talking about countries that America gives millions of dollars to, countries we consider allies, yet for some reason these countries feel really comfortable using innocent US citizens as political pawns. My dad was kidnapped by the Lebanese General Security. This is a government facility in Lebanon, which is an ally of America. The U.S. Embassy was unable to locate him for the first 24 hours. He was tortured and then illegally detained for 7 months. During this time, the Lebanese government tried using my dad as leverage against America. They wanted some type of deal, and they succeeded, and my dad was then released. The same Lebanese officials that were responsible for his illegal detention are freely allowed to come to the States, open up businesses, profit from our economy, and even have their children study here. Not only that, but we have given Lebanon billions of tax dollars, and yet we continue to allow them to commit these atrocious acts with no repercussions. When we don't hold officials in these countries accountable, they feel very comfortable doing this sort of thing again. The Lebanese General Security continues to illegally detain innocent American and Lebanese citizens. And it's not just Lebanon that does this. Many other countries that get US aid also use this tactic. We spoke with Corinne Kanimba, the daughter of Paul Rusesabagina, a U.S. resident that was kidnapped by the Rwandan government.
Violate all these laws even on U.S. soil, and it's been reported even by Freedom House through the Transnational Repression Report. And so it's time to call for accountability, and it's time to change the dialogue with Rwanda, to increase the tone and request that, and really demand that Rwanda begins to respect the rule of law, to respect human rights, but most importantly, to stop giving money to a dictatorship. And this is what's most hurtful, is that this is our taxpayer money. This is our money that's going to Rwanda. And then Rwanda is using it to come back and hunt people on U.S. soil. Mechanisms already exist. We know of the Magnitsky sanctions. That is a way to hold these government officials who are responsible for human rights abuses accountable. That means freezing their assets in the U.S. That means forbidding them from having a visa to come into the U.S., like the man you described. And these tools are there that should be employed specifically for situations like this. And if they're not right for this, then we need to come up with new ones that are effective and that will deter other authoritarian regimes from doing the same thing.
I was once told by a member of the government that unfortunately bad things happen all over the world and we can't stop it all. And perhaps that's true, but we can stop the ones we fund. The U.S. government needs to start prioritizing U.S. citizens unjustly held abroad and ensuring this doesn't continue to happen. We do this by holding these officials accountable and letting them know that their actions will not be dismissed. We shouldn't reward these officials who have played a role in kidnapping and torturing innocent victims.